For the first 5 years of my career, I offered nothing but private sessions and group classes. And I had a really specific set of advice for each behavioral issue that a client would come to me with. And more often than not, my client would come back to me and say, Steph, the advice isn't working. Or Steph, we're running into this problem. What should we do? Or Steph, it's kind of working, but it's not really clicking with the dog. And my usual comeback was, well, you're not being consistent enough. Or I would reiterate the same advice again. Or I would tell the client that they're not doing it correctly. After that, I started doing board and train programs where I was training dogs from start to finish. I wasn't just there for 1 hour per week or one class where my client was doing the majority of the training. I was doing all of the training. And I started realizing that everything that my clients said, everything that they struggled with, every hiccup they ever ran into was true, was real. And it wasn't the fact that they weren't following my advice. It's because my advice wasn't clear enough. My advice wasn't good enough. It's really important, if you want to truly understand dogs and you want to coach other people to understand dogs, that you train dogs from start to finish. Your advice will take a complete 180 turn. You will have not only more advice to give because you will understand every possible scenario, but you will have a much thorough understanding of dog behavior, dog psychology, what makes them tick, learning how to read different types of dogs in front of you. So if you're only right now coaching people from the perspective of working 1 hour here or 1 hour there, you might be looking from a very incomplete viewpoint. If you're not interested in running a board and train program or doing anything like that, start fostering dogs from the shelters and the rescues and start working with them in their behavioral issues from start to finish. And your viewpoint on dogs, on dog behavior, and your advice that you give other people is going to change dramatically for the better.